Hello and welcome back to our training where we talk about how you can get more done in less time using the power of Prosperity Central. And on our training today, we're going to talk about how you can take a custom domain and integrate that domain within your Prosperity Central account. Now, before we do that, once again, my name is Jeff Osnes. I am your host. I'm your trainer. I am your tour guide as we go through this Prosperity Central system. And what is the Prosperity Central system? It is an online contact management system designed to help you manage, organize, and follow up with your prospects in an effective way. It was specifically designed for the network marketing industry. However, anybody in sales can really benefit by taking advantage of the tools provided by this system. Now, if you're not in network marketing or if you're not in sales, take a moment now and share this video with someone you know who is in network marketing or is in sales so they can start to take advantage of this system. Now, let's get into our training. Now, like I said before, on our training today, we're going to be talking about getting a custom domain and applying that custom domain to your account within Prosperity Central. So we're going to jump over to my website. And on the My Website page, we're going to talk about the Your Website link here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to manage your custom domain. Your link probably doesn't say that right now. And I'm actually going to remove this custom domain, and I'm going to go ahead and save this. Now let's go back to my website. And so here is what it most likely looks like for you. You've got something dot and one of the domains. And so you've got this edit your link option here. If you went through the setup wizard, the welcome steps, then you've probably already gone through this and reviewed this. There's several domains that you can choose from that are part of the system. So you can choose your prefix as long as somebody else on the system hasn't already chosen that prefix. So you choose a unique prefix for you, and then you choose one of the domains that's available in the system. And as you can see, lots of options there. However, I personally recommend that you get a custom domain and integrate your own custom domain into your account. This helps you with branding. This can help you with email delivery. There are a lot of good things that come from this. It makes it a lot better when you're creating links because now you can create a link that is super short as opposed to, like you see here, jeff.clearlythebest.com. Imagine telling somebody, hey, go to my website, jeff.clearlythebest.com, as opposed to saying, hey, go to whatever.com or whatever.biz or whatever, right? Most people are not really used to putting something dot and then the domain. That is one of the biggest reasons is to simplify your life by getting a custom domain and integrating it into the system. And domains right now, they're super cheap. Super cheap. What, 15, 20 bucks a year? Some of them even cheaper than that at some places, I believe. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to click on Get a Custom Domain. And so step one is to learn about custom domains. What is a custom domain? Why you would want one? I'm not going to go through and read all that. I've already given you some examples of why I recommend that you get your own custom domain and integrate it within the system. And then I have some people that are like, well, Jeff, I can just have a domain and I can forward it to the jeff.clearlythebest.com. The problem with that is it's not fully integrated in the system. So when you integrate a domain into the system, we actually use that domain for all of the emails that are sent from the system. When a trackable link is sent out in an email, the link is based off that domain. So you don't want to just forward your domain to whatever web address you get with the system. You should definitely go get a specific domain to use with your Prosperity Central account. Now, once you've decided to do that, you've got two options here in step two. You can purchase the domain right through Prosperity Central. It's the simplest and easiest way to purchase and apply a domain to your account. Certainly not required, so if you've already purchased other domains, then by all means, continue purchasing your domains through whoever you're buying your domains from. Just pick up another one that you're going to use with Prosperity Central. And if you're going to do that, you're going to need to switch the name servers on that domain. So when you buy that domain is going to have what are called specific name servers. Somebody's going to own and manage that domain. Some system, a registrar is going to manage that domain for you. So they have what are called name servers associated with that domain. And so you're going to want to come in here, and there's this line right here. several sentences. You want to call up your registrar and you want to read this to them word for word. Just call them up and say, I need help changing the name servers on my domain. I would like to change them to ns3.prosperitydomainstore.com and ns4.prosperitydomainstore.com. Can I do this? Read that to them. They should be able to help you get that updated. And then it can take up to 24 hours before those name servers propagate everywhere they need to be, and then you can use it within the system. Once that is done, you just take the domain, enter it here, no wwws, dots, none of that extra stuff. It's just the domain.com, domain.net, domain.biz, whatever your domain is. You enter it in here and click on the complete domain registration. And our system will verify that those name servers are updated properly and then save your domain to your system. So now every email that's sent is going to come from your domain. Every link in those emails is going to have your domain as the link, as part of the link. Now, granted, because we send trackable links, there's still going to be stuff at the end of that link, but it will all be based off of your custom domain. So anyway, I could spend a lot of time talking about why you should do this, how you should do this, but there's just one last thing I want to tell you before we wrap up our training today, and that is I recommend that you take a domain that you're not using for anything else to integrate with the system, because the system will completely take over that domain. So it can't be a domain that you're using for emails and some other system or for some other thing. You need to take a completely clean domain that you're not using for anything else and then integrate that domain with the system. Otherwise, you run the risk of breaking stuff that you're already doing with that domain. Like if you have email addresses set up on that domain, they're going to get broken. If you're doing some sort of forwarding of that domain, that's going to get broken. So take a domain that you are not doing anything with, or go and get a completely new custom domain for the system. It'll make your life a lot easier when you do the integration instead of trying to figure out how to take a domain that you're already using. And keep in mind, there's a lot of companies out there that have like a .com and a .net version of their domain, and they use the .net for emailing and things like that, and the .com for other things. So don't worry if you've already got some sort of domain out there that's going to a blog or some other website that you use, and then integrate another version, another variation of that domain with the system. So anyway, that wraps up our training for today. As you can see, Prosperity Central is here to help you boost sales and growth. It is a super simple system that helps you present your opportunity, organize your contacts, track your contact activities so you know who to focus on and when to focus on them. There is a 2-tier affiliate program built into the system so you can build a second income stream, all while helping your team take advantage of tools they should be using anyway. It is mobile friendly and it is priced just right. Speaking of price, there are 3 account levels: basic, professional, and premier. The basic account is so that everybody on your team has no excuse to not have a Prosperity Central account. Everybody needs a Prosperity Central account. They need to be plugged into you and your training. Now, those that are serious about building an income need to upgrade to at least the professional. $24.95 a month gives them everything they need to manage, organize, and follow up with their prospects. And then the premier account is for the team leader, somebody who's really building an organization. If that's you, make sure you upgrade to that account so that you can start creating customizations and sharing those customizations with your team, including a custom training page within your account. Now, if you don't have a Prosperity Central account, you need to go get one today. Go to prosperitycentral.biz. Once again, prosperitycentral.biz. Go set up your account now so that you can start getting more done in less time using the power of Prosperity Central. Thanks again, and happy prospecting.